JLP for Jamaica, yeah. Good morning, Roots, and good morning to all other comebacks watching from the far you page. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Labour Wright alive, and now the voice of the Westmoreland people. Good morning, my people. Good morning. Now, today topic is our brother in arms, my MP, George Wright. But before we get into that, see, let's do the morning shout-outs. So big up to my people over YouTube as per usual. See, I am still growing, slowly but still growing, and for that I am eternally grateful for everybody that is supporting the movement. See, I've been at it now for 3 years, guys, 4 years even, you know, and I am growing slowly but surely. So everybody that had a hand in it, or has a hand in it, or have a hand in it, you know, big up on yourself. You know, I much appreciate it. Big up every time. Continue to like, share, and subscribe over there. And to my TikTok, before I get to the TikTok shoutouts, to my TikTok supporters, see, I have grown over the last year massively. You know, I am on the road to 13K followers. You know, so big up everybody that have been there, you know, that have been following the Dodge. You know, big up to everybody that continue to show the Dodge support. If you ever share one of the Dodge content, then big up on yourself. If you ever give the Dodge a rose, big up on yourself. Much appreciated. See, and if you ever share the life to somebody, big up on yourself. See, much appreciated. See, we are all in this fight together for the soul of our nation. See, so let's roll out the TikTok shoutouts before we go any further. Marva Samuels out there in Gifter #1 this morning. Big up yourself, Marva Samuels. Knox One Girl and Sexy Gigi jointly in #2. Big up on yourself. Dayan and Kayasco jointly in #3. Big up on yourself. See? Roland Grant, big up yourself. Dave Diamond, big up yourself. Queen Boss, big up yourself. Big up to my beautiful and the best mother-in-law on planet Earth. See? She tell me, say, her daughter can't left me. Not while she's alive. You see me, I say? Shower. Anyways, continue the shout out. Big up to my mother-in-law. Good morning, mommy. Just a run to joke. Sister Tam, big up yourself. And big up to the beautiful 1 in a million, my shower lady. You know, the good Lord have seen it fit to send me a shower girl that love the Labour Party just like the Dodge, you know, and she's on my back, you know, to do the right thing. See? So big up to my beautiful wife to be. Owen Rose West, big up yourself, my boss. Screens Unlimited, big up yourself. Mama Rose Macala, big up yourself. Reds, big up yourself. Jamrat, big up yourself. Tima Jam, big up yourself. Noella, big up yourself. Every day them people are coming in game and disrupt my sitting. And me have to go back and start over. This part me did there. Sure. Noella, big up yourself. Labour Yard, always a share. You know, everybody that share my content, big up on yourself. Labour Yard is one of the people them that shares my thing a lot. So big up yourself, Labour Yard. Special shout out to you, my boss. Bertie, big up yourself. Dark Knight, big up yourself. Frank Rod, big up yourself. Juliet Brooks, big up yourself. Clean Boss, big up yourself. Carol K, big up yourself. Jason Patterson, big up yourself. DJ Nell, big up yourself. Big woman Maricia, big up yourself. Michael White, big up yourself. And Billy Jam, Delroy Hall, big up yourself. Lyde Perry, big up yourself. I only speak the truth, big up yourself. Motivational Miller, big up yourself. Kenzie, big up yourself. Michael Pasco, big up yourself. Arville Monroe, big up yourself. I see some user, I not too like a user them in my life, you know, because I'm a PNP and then come to take down my life. But big up on yourself in case of that labor, right? Keith Radney, big up yourself. Janet Johnson, big up yourself. Monique Mitchell, big up yourself. Y8 Arab, big up yourself. JLS, big up yourself. Travia, big up yourself. Oi, Likey, Killy, we don't know what that be. Big up yourself. Michael McLean, big up, McLaren, big up yourself, sorry. Another user, Earl. Nelicia, big up yourself. Uncle Ben, Sean, McDonald, Donald, Levitt, Roberts, big up yourself. Lovett Roberts, Brother P, Michael Brown, another user, Natalie, Sophia, Education in Kit, Anne-Marie, Marcia, Les Green, Clifford Morrison, and Ward 21. Big up on yourself. Anybody that have not heard your name so far, big up on yourself. You're not yet popping up in the watch list, and your TikTok is on private. See? So let's get into it. So here we have MP George, my, hometown of, Westmoreland, Savlamar to be exact. Now, every now and then, I come on here and I want to have a heart-to-heart with my people down there in Westmoreland. So, although I am from Westmoreland Central, I like to speak to all of Westmoreland because all of Westmoreland is my home. Wherever I go in Westmoreland, I feel like I'm at home. Anywhere I go in Jamaica and on my way back, and I see that sign that says welcome to Westmoreland, all of a sudden, I just relax. I feel like I'm now at home. See? So, many years ago, we had, a younger George Wright who, became councillor of the Petersfield division. Everybody know that the parish of Westmoreland is dominated by the People's National Criminal Organization. George Wright has been on the ground since then, working, in the midst of the wolves and foxes down there, doing what he could for the people of his division. The call came for him to represent the people at central government level. And many before him tried it and could not have pulled it off. But he did. Part of it is that, the people of Westmoreland needed change. Make sure bring him to victory election day, Mr. George. Yes, that is what the objective is. Now, the people of Savlamar wanted change. The people of Westmoreland in general wanted change in all three constituencies. After the PNP spent almost 50 years consecutively in government down there. And we did not have a lot to show for it. As a matter of fact, we had nothing. I am trying to wrap my mind now. Big up yourself in a brother that night. Just see a puppy. See? I am trying to wrap my mind now. Donald, me see a puppy in as well. Big up yourself. See? To see if I can remember anything that happened in my youth. Any kind of building, any kind of government infrastructure that went up in my youth in the 90s. You know, I'm from a local community called Russia in Savlamar. You know, well, half and half. I'm half from Darling Street and half from Russia. But I spent my younger years in Russia. And in my younger years in the 90s, guys, I saw a community that used to live loving turned on itself. You know, I know a lot of people, a lot of young men that have died, you know, from, I would say, suicide. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the stuff that happened in that community happened, you know, to themselves. People was doing that to themselves. Persons who were known to each other was doing that to themselves. You know, and peace sat idle while the community turned on itself and absolutely destroyed itself. And my once peaceful, loving home, you know, today it is on a better path. You know, when you go in my community now, the military is there. They have been there for quite some time. You know, things still happen, but it is mostly peaceful. So, saying all of that to say this, you know, with the people of Westmoreland needed a change, and they signaled the change. You know, first in 2016, they started to say that they needed a change because they started to not vote PNP, and the PNP saw their numbers coming down from 2016. In 2020, George Wright, Molan Wilson, and Danny Lawrence was able to, you know, was able to remove, for lack of better word, members of the now People's National Criminal Organization from outside of Westmoreland. You know, we would have seen Molan Wilson, who was the biggest surprise, you know, using a political axe to chop down the political behemoth, a political Goliath, who persons thought was impregnable. Molan Wilson was able to chop him down with a political axe down there in western Westmoreland. Dwayne Vaz, who had a majority, he wasn't as popular as persons like Roger Clark or Carl Blight. Carl Blight, who is not from Westmoreland, by the way. Carl Blight is from, I believe, Montego Bay, St. James. You know? And he represented the people of the people of Central Westmoreland, while he was Minister of Water and Works. Carl Blight did. Today, George Wright is having, you know, to do a lot of things that these persons who spend many years in government and in high office in government. Now, when you look at a man like Carl Blight, who was a minister in the cabinet. So Carl Blight was one of the ministers who would be moving money. So money would be sent to his ministry. So he had access to money where we could have fixed Louis Street, could have fixed Great George Street, could have fixed Siggy Street, could have fixed Rose Street, Barclay Street, Beckford Street, you know, Darling Street, Queen Street, Cook Street, you know, Newmarket Oval, 110, Desta, 12th Street, Russia, Harmony Town, Gully Banks, Grotto, Charlene, and you name it. River Top. Carl Blight had access to money where he could have fixed the entire Westmoreland Central. Now, I'm not here to beg and plea to anybody, but I'm here to tell my people to look into themselves and look deep within yourself. If all of those places that I just call out today, and by the way, Seaton Crescent, yes, big up on yourself, Seaton Crescent. See, Seaton Park, big up on yourself. Overbush, big up on yourself, you know. See, big up the whole of Savlamar, and my place, and my people, them. And when I come from foreign, I'm come in a place and I see a place set a certain way. It upset me. You know, it upset me greatly. And this is why I come and I speak up for my people, them. See? Because if I left Jamaica as a little boy, and I am almost gone now 20 years, believe it or not. And every year when I go back, you know, I am not seeing the level of development that I should be seeing amongst my people. Now, if I would be lying if I say there's no development happening in Savlamar, because private business people are flourishing, they are building plazas, they are building business places. The town of Savlamar is now chock-a-block with vehicles. You can't find no other park when you go shopping because, you know, the prosperity is there where one person is owning all 5 vehicles now. Now, some people are going to say I'm scamming, but some people just have money and them buy and them invest. See? When I come in my community, I Russia, and I drive through my community, I see that persons are prospering, persons are building houses, they're building homes. You know? But what happened to the infrastructure? What happened to the layout of the community? One job. One job the municipal corporation have. And the reason why I have up George Wright, you know, is because I want to tell my people, I want to point this out to my people, that whatever you do not have in Russia, whatever you do not have on Darling Street, top or bottom, whatever you do not have in 12th Street, whatever you do not have a New Market Oval, whatever you do not have a Desta, see, whatever you do not have over Bush, whatever you do not have a Harmony Town, whatever you do not have a Charlene, whatever you do not have a Grotto, whatever you do not have a Banks, whatever you do not have a River Top, it is not George Wright's fault. The PNP in the last local government election was re-elected to look after your locality. Your locality is where you live, in your local area. The PNP is responsible for it. And they get money from central government every month to look after your locality. They get money to to run the operation then, to run the whole municipality. Why is the work not being done? I hear persons saying time and time again that the Labour Right have been in power for 9 years and George Wright have been the MP for 5 years. Why can't it fix? No, if any of you ever build a home before, if any of you ever try to construct a business place before, you will know that whatever you try to do as it relates to building anything, you have to go through the municipal corporation. Me wrong or me wrong, people? You know, tell me. For George Wright to fix a road, for example, Ricketts Avenue, because Ricketts Avenue is in a really bad way. When I drive around there, you know, and when I drive around a Ricketts Avenue, you know, I saw me have a whiny vehicle, finna hear grrr at the bottom. See? And that is just one road. A lot of our roads are like that. And it is in the parochial area. The parochial area means that the parish council is responsible for it, not George Wright. George Wright is there to speak centrally for everybody. George Wright is there to speak centrally for everybody. All persons living in a central Westmoreland, whether you are PNP or Labour Right, he's there to go in Parliament and raise our concerns. But we have persons who is elected. Mayor Delancey, Mayor Deputy Mayor Dandan Thomas, and others. You know, you the people of Central Westmoreland the other day who thought you were voting out Andrew Holness. Because I never heard such silliness from I slide out of my mother pianist. You know, I never heard such foolishness. Persons actually thought they were voting out Andrew Holness in a local government election. This is how silly some of my people are, I am so sorry to say. And when I come from foreign and I go amongst my people and I see the conditions that they have to endure, and then I see big back people like Rotten Mango and Gay Shan and Gay Stevens and Gay Brian and Gay Richards and all of the gay and transmission and transformer people them that promotes and try to sell big gut Mark Golding. Mark Golding come down to Westmoreland one day and he said that the people of Westmoreland is with him. I can't fathom. I can't fathom why my people, you know, after many years of downgrading, degradation, even segregation, we go through in Westmoreland, where they segregated PNP from the Labour Right, and if you were a Labour Right, you could not achieve anything, you could not get anything. Why my people want to continue to live in squalor? Why? Do we not deserve better? Do our children not deserve better? No, I am away from my country now. But my dream, since the day I left Sangster International Airport, my one mission is to return to my home on a permanent basis. I am a patriot true and true, and I love my nation, I love my parish, I love my hometown, and I love my people. PNP, RJLP. A lot of my family support the People's National Criminal Organization, and I love them dearly to my heart still. What have the People's National Criminal Organization done for my people? My loved ones in Savlamar, what have the People's National Criminal Organization given to you? I am calling on you now to signal the change once and for all. Send the signal to the municipal corporation that we will return Molan Wilson, we will return Danny Lawrence, we will return George Wright, and we will start to lay the groundwork to remove Mayor Delancey, Deputy Mayor Dandan, and the PNP-run municipal corporation outside of Westmoreland. It is time we upgrade the lives of our people now in Westmoreland, and we will only be able to achieve that once we are fully green. When you look at Montego Bay, Montego Bay is now fully green. Guys, they are reporting my live. When you share the live and like up a live, they are reporting the live. The live is under attack, guys. It is time now that we, the people of Westmoreland, send the signal to the PNP, telling them that we will not go back. We are not going back to the days of having nothing. We are not going back to the days where the PNP is turning, you know, to the left. No way are we going back to the left. We are heading right and right on. We are signaling the change for our children to tell them that the PNP does not mean them well, because they have laden us with debt throughout the decades. Today, things that Andrew Holness is doing to move this country forward should have done 25 years ago. Big up to everybody that is sending me a gift. Just share, big up yourself. We, the people of Westmoreland, is telling the PNP now that it's high time that they let go our shirt. We are calling on comrade leader Mark Golding to release the chains of bondage of my people in Westmoreland. Set us free. Set us on our way so we can see some of the prosperity that is happening throughout the rest of Jamaica, because it is the PNP-run municipal corporation that continues to hold my people back. They are holding on to my people because of political expediency. For political power, they are holding on to my people. They refuse to let my people blossom because they want to hold on to power. When you look at the Savlamar market that is in the middle of the road downtown Savlamar, and there's a market there, the market needs redevelopment. The PNP is refusing, the parish council is refusing. Mayor Delancey is personally responsible for the market in Savlamar. He is personally responsible for it. The mayor of Savlamar is personally responsible for the market in Savlamar, and he's refusing to fix it up and upgrade it because he's afraid that the Jamaica Labour Party will get the credit for it and DUJON'S Vaz will not return as Member of Parliament. No, I do not have anything personal against any of these men. What I do take personal is the development of my people. When you go over Negril and you look 30 years ago, the people of Negril asked for a market, a fruit market. 30 years later, the PNP is still running the municipal corporation. Where is the market for the people of Negril? So when I come here with passion. And I come here with a burning fire in my heart to tell my people that we deserve better. Our children deserve better. And our people, the elders them, they have failed us. The elders of Westmoreland, they have failed us. For generations they failed us. The elders of Westmoreland. And it is time the elders take responsibility for the heartache and the problems that they cause the rest of us, youngsters from Westmoreland. And the way to repay us is to remove the PNP once and for all. Let's mash down their strongholds. Let's tear them apart. Let's tell them that if you are sitting there collecting taxpaying dollars and you're not doing your work, we will remove you forthwith. We have a thing in our government called the Parochial Revenue Fund, where central government sends money to your locality. That is where the money should come from to fix up Savlamar and fix up Westmoreland. Roads that Moreland Wilson have to be fixed now are roads that Moreland Wilson ban. Ban. Come see. And Moreland Wilson a big man. We then look at Sigurd Street. Sigurd Street was the last paved. If you're looking at the history, Sigurd Street was the last paved. And when I say paved, I mean tarmacked. 60 years ago. I believe George Wright is around that year old too. Or somewhere around there. In that 60 years, who led consecutively the longest? Who? Somebody tell me. Why is it that we are not deserving of better? If the parish council do their jobs and fix up the thing, then they can point to it and say, listen, we are the one who fix up the thing, and then it is up to the people. It is up to the people to continue to support them or not. Now, many won't like me. I can't tell you right now. But I am not afraid. I am not afraid to come home. And I am not afraid to be a martyr for my nation and my hometown. If it means that my children will one day live in a better Jamaica, then I will go, and I will go gracefully. It is time now that the people of Savlamar get their comeuppance. We have followed blindly behind the PNP for many generations, and we have nothing to show for it. 35-year-old I am, and I grew up seeing water woes in my town. Today, many places still having water woes. Still having water woes. Some place still is without light. The PNP had 19 consecutive years to fix that. No person gonna say, but JLP have 9. Yes, JLP had 9 or have 9. But they have spent the last 8 years fixing things that should have been fixed many years ago. So if anything, the JLP is just starting to build now. Because they have spent a long time trying to stabilize the thing and fix up the thing. And you have some big, dirty, workless people down at Westmoreland. Big, careless people. See? You sit down there and vote for PJ. You vote for Portia blindly. And you think about we, the younger one, them, how it going to affect we. You think about how full life are going to get affected. You pitney them. You don't love you pitney them, you know. Some of you a dog and John Cram and afraid to talk. See? And one thing you can say, me I go talk my mind. See? And anybody want Bex. Because none of them pay no bill for me. I mean, I come and none of the yard come beg and look at water. Oh, I make you know that. We, and when I say we, I am talking for the well-thinking people of Westmoreland who wants the change. Who want to see the change. And we are going to continue with George Wright. George Wright, and I can tell you this. George Wright did not have the backing of the Jamaica Labour Party at one point. And that did not deter him. He was still on the ground on a daily basis, working towards the aims and the ends of the people. And now that the Jamaica Labour Party is now back behind him, he's doing even more now. It is an MP like that we want to keep in place. DUJON'S Vaz had 6 consecutive years. And in that 6 years that DUJON'S Vaz had, DUJON'S Vaz was a junior minister. His party was in government. I dare somebody from Westmoreland Central this morning to come on this live and tell me one thing. one single thing that they know that DUJON'S have done for the people of Westmoreland Central. If somebody can educate me upon that this morning, I will stand corrected. I am not beyond reproach. I can apologize. I'm a man. I am never afraid to say I am sorry. Never. My father, who was a civil servant for 47 years, working for the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. And I used to go and sit in my father's office and watch my father work. And many times, under the People's National Criminal Organization, I see my father going a fee money to pay the staff because they did not have any money. I've seen that as a little youth myself. See my father going and pocket to pay staff because they did not, the money did not come. So nobody can tell me nothing about Westmoreland and Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. See? Only thing you can say, me a back labor right and a labor right make my father lose in work. Yes, it is labor right that make my father lose in work. The girl we named Joan Gardner Webley, when she was in charge of the NSWMA, victimized my father. You know? And make my father lose in work. So yes, you can say that. But I am here for the development of my people and to see the continued development of Jamaica and a whole. Do we want our comeuppance in Westmoreland? Yes, we do. We deserve it now. We have waited for a long time. And the PNP continue to not deliver. But I will say this. I, as a patriot and as a Jamaican, I am sure my father would be proud of me for standing up for my people. Right now, I am sure of it. Because that's the kind of man he was. And that's how he raised me. Big up to my stepmother Dell as well. A lot. She contributed a lot to my upbringing and to the man that I am today. So big up my stepmother Dell. I'm going to open the floor now, guys, so you can start sending a request. But before I do that, let me just close off my monologue by appealing to the better nature of my people in Westmoreland. The election can call anytime soon. And when it does call, I want you to look at your children, at your grandchildren. Look within yourself and ask yourself, what have I done to my grandkids and my kids? It is time to make amends, and it is never too late for a shower of rain, and you can make amends now. So look deep within yourself. Look at your grandchildren, look around them. One day, they will be as old as me and have to go in the workforce. Do you want them only to work and pay tax, or do you want them to uplift themselves and earn enough money where they can look after their children, your great-grandchildren? Because if we really look into it, a lot of us that said PNP or say PNP now, God bless what we have to leave for our children. We don't have nothing left behind for them. And enough we have 5 and 10 of them. You look at what we have can't share. That is because governments never did what they should have done. You know, when PJ had the chance to move this country from poverty to prosperity. PJ Patterson, who a lot of persons in Westmoreland love dearly. He chose his political party instead of moving your life forward. He is the reason why your roads are bad. He is the reason why you can't have a proper market for selling. He is the reason why you don't have water for drink and for bathe. He is the reason why you don't have light. He is the reason why your children end up on shift in a school. Because they the economy to build these things and build out our sectors while the population grow. The Savlamar Hospital was built by the Jamaica Labour Party, and it is the Jamaica Labour Party now that comes now and say we're going to build an expert panel now. The PNP had 19 years. Why couldn't they do it? Persons are sitting on floor and in wheelchairs and on chairs at the Savlamar Hospital, and it is this government people are blaming. When those things have been happening for years, it is the PNP that failed us and failed our people. And we must recognize that. So, in closing, I want to tell the Jamaican people that in Andrew Holness and in George Wright and in Molan Wilson and in Danny Lawrence, we now have the team and the leaders to move Westmoreland from poverty to prosperity. The groundwork has been laid. The country is blossoming, and we will see our comeuppance once we keep them there. So I'm calling on you now to tell your neighbor, to tell their neighbor that we are all voting for Labour. Show our Labour rights. Or not give me some green heart from my government there. The floor is now open.